All right, hello. This is the reading for the weekend. Woo! I hope you are grounded and prepared to have a great weekend. Looking at energies earlier today in meditation, some of the energies I saw for myself, as well as I see where they match the group, at least most of the group, is isolation and community, and different communities, and how we use each of those aspects. So, how do you use isolation? When do you want to be by yourself? And if you're an extrovert, maybe you never want to be by yourself, and when you find yourself by yourself, how do you use that? If you're an introvert, you're always looking for alone time, and you're kind of looking at the converse. How do you use different communities? How do you use family? How do you use friends? How do you use different groups? And how do you balance that out so you don't feel either drained nor lacking? How do you balance those two energies of isolation and community? And isolation may sound a little harsh for some people, so just call it personal time, when you get to be by yourself. And if you're a person who enjoys that quiet time by yourself, then isolation doesn't feel like that prison word. But if you're a person who most often wants to be around different types of community, isolation can very much feel like a prison. So, but either way, no matter how you use it and how you use those, there are ways that you can use them that benefit you, that grow you, that provide to you something that you didn't have before. So, look at those for yourself. I know for me personally, I use isolation for being creativity, and connecting with my spirit, and connecting with other things like crystal. I do most of my crystal work in isolation. I do creativity work in isolation. I try to do videos in isolation, but as you can hear, that doesn't always work out. There's a lot of noise in the background today, so I apologize for that. I hope it wasn't too distracting. So anyway, let's get to the cards for the weekend. And yes, I do have to resist telling them all to be quiet, because you know what? They're enjoying their space, and that's fine too. Okay. So this weekend we're using the Archangel Power Tarot cards. And looks like we'll be just drawing one card for each day, or is it? Looks like one card for each day, more than an overall themed reading, but oftentimes they do blend together. Okay. Friday.
What? No.
Saturday. And Sunday. Okay, for Friday, we have 10 of Gabriel. 10's at the end. And so, actually, we've seen kind of that pattern of things coming to an end over a couple of things. And last week it was your own internal thoughts coming to an end. Just couldn't go any further. This actually is the coming to an end of like you actually completed doing something that you wanted to do, and it's coming to an end. And there is both the energy of thank goodness and relief, and what now? And I see for most of you, I see more the energy of, well, what now? I finished that, and that took up my whole life, and now I don't know what to do. So take some time to, one, validate that as a spirit, you're never done evolving, growing, experiencing. So there will be something next. And also that you have the ability to direct the energy to kind of choose or invite certain kinds of energy or experience. So take the time to look for yourself on how you want to invite the next stage to come in, what kind of vibration you want to set for that, whether it's excitement, spontaneity, gentleness, ease, and know that, you know, the next phase may be short or it may be long, that you can also kind of, you know, it's like maybe you just need a gentle break for a couple of weeks to be in isolation, or maybe you need to surround yourself with all kinds of community so that you can be inspired and find the next thing through inspiration and interaction, that kind of thing. So take time to acknowledge that you're at the end and to personally come to closure with finishing that and looking at what next. Okay. Saturday. Perspective. Again, how do you perceive this? Is it the end of the world? Is everything upside down because this thing came to an end? Maybe in some ways, but you can always widen your focus, change the angle, look at things from a different perspective, but that has to be a choice you make up here and in here. It's not usually something where somebody comes in and moves you to a different perspective, although that can happen. That's always a bit more abrupt, though. That usually generally comes up as the Tower card or some of those things. But here we have just the energy of needing to change your perspective so you can see the opportunities and so you can take other actions. Because until you change your perspective, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be waiting. The same things are going to happen, and nothing changes. So change your perspective first. Before I go to Sunday, sorry, getting some energy, and also receiving some communication. Part of that change in perspective is allowing yourself to express yourself differently, or to even, for many of you, to actually express yourself authentically. The real you, without the masks, without the constraints. So don't be afraid to be and express yourself as who you really are. Okay. Sunday. The Empress. Time to create, time to act, time to follow through, to start, to take action. So it looks like as you finish up this one thing, you know, the transition could be faster than you think. And it could just be that it's a matter of you taking action, which is maybe something you haven't done yet, that you've been waiting for somebody else to act on your behalf. But maybe you choose to take action, and as soon as you choose to take action, things go. And it does look like that more than the other aspect, which is the womb creation space of potential and possibility and stirring it up and letting it grow. This looks like more the giving birth moment, the starting it, do the action, put it into play. So endings and beginnings all together. And some of you, it looks like you've been in a phase of ending for a while, and that's why this perspective card comes up, that while you notice that you're at the end, you haven't released and you haven't taken the steps to actually let it be done. You're still kind of playing in that it's done space, but I don't know what else to do. And so as soon as you change your perspective, look at it from a different angle, bring people in, and take action, then things start to really change. And I will point out that both of these are major arcana cards. So this next phase that you're getting to start, it looks like it will be, aspects of it will be quick and short-timed, but overall it's a bigger impetus for where you're going. And it will have more far-reaching effects, whether they're moving fast or slow. Although right now it looks like pretty fast. So be prepared. That could also be part of the change. Be prepared, get things, envision, understand what you're going to have to change about your life, and really start working with that. So that's the cards for the weekend. And I hope that you can find your balance between isolation and community and find the things that you need from that and get things started. Take care. We'll see you Monday.